Welcome back to Squad Machine. Today, we're diving deep into the world of Special Forces combat gear. The tools, weapons, and tech that give elite soldiers the edge in the world's deadliest missions. These aren't your average soldiers, and this isn't your average equipment. This is next-level warfare, where technology meets survival. Special Forces operate in places regular armies can't, behind enemy lines, in deep jungles, frozen mountains, or urban war zones. That means their gear has to do more, lighter, stronger, smarter. It needs to help them move fast, stay hidden, and strike with precision without slowing them down. When your life depends on it, every gram matters, and every tool must have a purpose. Let's start with what they see. Special Forces use high-end night vision and thermal optics, not the stuff you see in movies. Modern systems like the GPN VG-18 quad-tube goggles offer a wide field of view, allowing soldiers to move confidently in total darkness. Thermal sights can detect body heat, even through smoke, dust, or thin walls. To elite troops, the night isn't a weakness, it's an advantage. Next up, body armor. Standard armor is heavy and stiff. But Special Forces use custom plate carriers, often made from advanced materials like Dyneema or ceramic composites. These vests are modular, meaning they can be adjusted for each mission. Lighter plates for mobility, heavier ones for frontline raids. The goal: maximum protection, minimum weight. Special Forces don't use one-size-fits-all weapons. Their rifles are modular and customizable, designed to fit the mission. Take the Sig Sauer MCX, often used by U.S. special units. It can be configured for urban CQB or long-range operations. Add suppressors, night optics, laser sights, and smart scopes. And you have a weapon built like a Swiss Army knife. They also carry compact sidearms, breaching shotguns, and mission-specific weapons like drone-launched grenades or anti-armor launchers. When they move heavy, but they move smart. In the chaos of war, communication is everything. Special Forces use secure, encrypted radios with noise-canceling mix and bone conduction earpieces. Many also wear heads-up displays connected to battlefield data. They can see real-time drone feeds, enemy positions, and coordinate airstrikes without ever speaking out loud. It's not just about talking, it's about knowing more than the enemy does faster. Forget paper maps, today's Special Forces are connected to a digital battlefield. They carry rugged tablets, wearable GPS units, and wrist-mounted controllers. They can call in drones, mark targets, and even control robotic scouts or turrets, all from the palm of their hand. Every move they make is backed by satellite intelligence and real-time data. They're not just warriors, they're human command centers. Need to clear a building? Send in a robot. Need to scout enemy movement? Launch a micro-drone the size of your hand. Special Forces use autonomous tools to minimize risk and expand their reach. Some units even deploy armed drones or robotic mules to carry supplies. This is future warfare already happening today. Whether it's -30°F in the Arctic or 120°F in a desert, Special Forces are ready. They wear climate-specific clothing, lightweight and moisture-wicking for jungle, insulated and windproof for snow. Gloves with touchscreen ability, boots that drain water fast, and even rebreathers for underwater missions. Comfort isn't a luxury, it's survival. If your gear fails, your mission fails. But here's the truth. Gear alone doesn't make you elite. It's training plus gear that creates overmatch. The ability to dominate your enemy in any condition, anywhere, anytime. Special Forces train with their gear until it becomes part of them. They know every pocket, every tool, every backup plan. Their equipment isn't just for battle, it's a second skin. The battlefield is changing, and so are the warriors who fight on it. Special forces stand on the cutting edge where human skill meets machine precision. They are faster, smarter, and deadlier than ever before. But behind the night vision, the drones, the digital displays, is a soldier making life or death decisions? So here's the question: does all this technology make war more human? Or less? Let us know what you think in the comments. And if you're ready for more stories from the edge of modern warfare, hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked into Squad Machine. Until next time, stay sharp, stay curious.